Hi, I'm Trey, the event manager here at Theater Squared.
Hi, I'm Trey too, formerly known as Alyssa Martinez, the marketing apprentice.
Hi, I'm Warren McCombs. I'm the scenic painting apprentice.
I'm Sydney Antil. I'm the technical direction apprentice.
I'm Zandora Chenwa, and I am the costumes apprentice.
And this is
Sit and Sip.
Hello and welcome back to a very special Apprentice episode of Sit and Sip. And not only is it special because it is the Apprentice show, but it is also special because I am joined with my very own co-host, the marketing apprentice, Alyssa.
What's up, guys?
Also known as Trey 2.
Also known as Trey too. Thank you so much.
Okay. Why don't you tell me a little bit about what it is to be an apprentice at Theater Squared?
Yeah, well, our apprenticeship is a 9-month program for young professionals here in Northwest Arkansas, and we get to work at the theater and be led by mentors who are like a professional in their field. And there's so many different things we can do. Like, I feel like all of us are so different as like artists. Like, I'm in marketing, you're doing like painting, you're a TD, you're a costumer. You can make puppets sometimes.
Hey.
And yeah, it's just a really exciting program to get to like know the world of professional theater.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I love what you said about how all of you are so different. You all kind of came to theater in different ways, I'm assuming. So can we talk a little bit about your theater trajectory?
Yeah. I guess I can start.
Sure.
Yeah, so I started doing theater in like middle school.
Okay.
I got put in the class and it was just like a random thing. And I said, oh wait, I love this. I want to do it forever.
Yeah.
And I did it throughout high school. I did it through college. I got a theater degree. And I was really interested in doing the marketing apprenticeship because I had been marketing like clubs and creating like video content. And I just get so excited by the idea of like sharing what we do with other people.
Sure.
I love theater. So I was like, why not do this? Like, why not get a little marketing apprenticeship, get like experience with something that I love? Yeah, that's how I got here.
Cool. What about you, Warren?
Well, my introduction to theater was actually through Theater Squared 20 years ago in season 1. I saw Lily's purple plastic purse, and I still remember it. I was 6 years old. And I've been around Theater Squared since then, and around theater in general. I just love theater. It's a combination of so many different forms of art, and I studied sculpture in college, and so I've been trying to get acquainted with more forms of theater, and scenic paint is an area that I had not studied at all and knew nothing about. And so I applied to the apprenticeship in that, and here I am.
Yay.
I, similar to Warren, have kind of a long history with theater in general. Have done it on and off since I was in middle school, but definitely on and off. I came to the U of A and majored in theater technology and geography. And theater was always kind of more of like my outlet than anything that I was considering pursuing professionally. And right about this time last year, I started to actually consider what a life in theater might look like. And there's a lot that's really scary about that. But I was encouraged by some professors to apply to some apprenticeships and internships, really just for a year to see if it was something I enjoyed, and wound up getting this apprenticeship in technical direction. And it is, I kind of bass-backwarded into it actually, but it is like exactly what I love. It's technical and sciencey, but it's also super artistic, and so I'm super happy that I've landed here, and I love being a TD, and that is something I hope to continue professionally.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I was always a person to be on the stage. I started with music and singing and performance, and I did that for forever. And then we started in high school. Like, a small group of us wanted to rebuild what used to be a theater troupe that we had, like a thespian troupe at our high school. And we put in a bunch of work for very little reward, but like we loved what we were doing and we were passionate about it. And then I really understood that was the disconnect. I'd always liked to sing, but I felt like there should be more. And then I was like, okay, we're doing theater now. What's that? And then I get into college, and they're like, okay, stage is great, but there's so much more for you to like understand. And I'm like, oh, really? And then I start in the costume shop for my little practicum class. You know, you help out, you build the shows and stuff. And I had no idea what I was doing. I took home ec like 5th grade.
Okay.
And then I wear clothes, and that's it. That's about all I had. But my mentor there was very sweet and very kind, and sometimes I was just sewing buttons, and that was it. But sewing buttons turns into sewing snaps, turns into a straight seam, turns into hemming pants, turns into so much more.
Yeah.
So I really started to explore my love of costumes throughout my college experience, and then I graduated and I took some like summer stock jobs, but I kind of in a point now where I just want all the skills I can get as far as that goes. So I'm like just walking around collecting, soaking up everything I can like a sponge.
For sure, for sure. And I love how you downplayed like the trajectory into costume. I would say I was also in a costume class. Val, if you're watching, hi. And we had to sew a bowling shirt, and that was kind of how it was explained to me.
Okay,
it was
sleeves.
like you do just like a button, and you do a little sleeve, and I cried just everywhere. I couldn't even do like the needle into no, and I was just crying a lot. Val had to send me home regularly, but she was also sweet and she also encouraged me. But I definitely could not have gotten to the hemming pants stage. So a lot of respect for you. Thank you.
All right, well, we were talking about how we all have like different interests and we're all into like different things in theater. And I was just wondering, so say scenario, one day we wake up, Freaky Friday, you're a different apprentice in a different department. Which one would you want to be in?
So this is how I get Trey's job.
Oh.
No, I do not accept. Absolutely not.
No, I do think that marketing events, Devo, that kind of energy, like outreach with people and like connecting with the people, I think that seems like so much fun. Do I have the skill set right now? Who's to say? But if I could just Freaky Friday into it, absolutely.
For
Period.
sure.
That's good.
Honestly, I think I might pick education,
Mm.
because I think it'd be really cool to help serve theater programs in the area that range from robust to non-existent,
For sure.
and really just like open up like the minds of young people to the fact that like there is a life to be found in entertainment and in theater, not only like in a performance aspect, but also there's so many jobs behind the scenes, and really that's something I wish I knew more of when I was in high school, and so would love to just like help bolster like technical programs at high schools and junior highs. So it would probably be education, and I'd also get to work with Emily. Like,
Yes!
Yay! Mama bird!
Yes, Mama bird!
I do love being called a little, sweet little bird, so that would be great too.
Yeah.
Oh, this probably isn't a surprise to anyone, but I would have to pick props. There isn't an apprenticeship in props right now, but that is a particular interest of mine that I kind of discovered while being here. I hadn't really thought about props as a career much, but it is like the perfect mix of theater and sculpture, which are two of my passions. And yeah, the scope of props is just, it's so huge, and I never would have thought of it. Like anything that isn't affixed to the stage is a prop. Furniture, hand props, all of that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I have to go with what Sydney said. I think I'd be education as well, because I just think it's so important to I have this love for sharing what we do, and sharing that with a younger generation who hasn't been exposed to theater yet is so important to me. And I feel like we all just kind of have a gift with where we are right now, and sharing that is just everything to me.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Period. All right, well, let's talk a little bit about why this guy is here. Let's talk about the Cohort project. What's it about?
Yeah, so we have devised a play called The Three Little Hillbillies, and we will be performing it with puppets here in the next couple weeks. The Three Little Hillbillies follows the residents of Pigville, which might be familiar to some of you if you're from the area. It's not all too far from here. But it follows Joe, Lynn, and Dell on their day-to-day life when suddenly it's interrupted by impending threat of natural disaster when the big bad Robert Wolf rolls into town. So it's about kind of finding commonality across people you're not common with, and really about resilience in the face of uncontrollable change.
Yeah. And can we talk a little bit about like all of our parts in the project?
Yeah, sure. I'm writing it.
Yes, our playwright.
Yes, I'm the playwright. I'm also doing scenic and sound design, and generally just technical directing the whole piece.
Cool.
I am building the puppets. And also probably painting some scenic items as well. So.
I'm making sure that they don't go naked. I am crafting some lovely little clothes, little outfits, some little personalities to throw on this gorgeous template that we have.
Exactly.
Really bring them to life, and really anything else I can do to support my cohort.
Period. And I'm gonna be directing the project. I'm also marketing it, and I'm gonna be the narrator. So yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Nice. Okay, now I have a very serious question that is so specifically related to the cohort project, okay? And it is, if you could be a puppet, who would you be? Wait, it cannot be this one. I know. Other than this puppet, who would you be if you were a puppet?
Who are we without him?
Well, that's really the question. Yes, we have to find that now.
Okay. I think personally I would be Gonzo from the Muppets.
Yeah.
He's not afraid to put himself out there. We don't know what he is.
And that's not important.
Yeah.
That's not exactly
Definitely not a human.
For sure.
Not really an animal.
No, not one that I've seen.
And I think I just like bring that energy to my day-to-day life.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm a Gemini.
You should have started there. And that's where you should have started. I'm a Gemini, therefore, yes.
Therefore I am Gonzo.
I got it.
On the Gemini train, I am going Audrey 2.
Oh,
the
okay.
big one, you know,
The
Miss
big, yeah.
Mean Green Mother from outer space.
For sure, for sure.
I feel like she walks in, she commands a room. You know that she's there.
For
She
sure.
has power. We're gonna ignore the murder part.
Right.
Like, needing blood to survive. We'll
Yeah.
ignore that part. I forgive her.
There are
I forgive
strengths and there are weaknesses
Separate the art from the
everywhere. Do you know what I mean?
artist.
Separate the
Yeah.
art from the artist.
But
is
but
what
but
I-
as a Gemini, I feel like I deserve that as well.
Yeah.
Period.
Look how many Geminis we have. And then I started off with Gemini slander. Do you know what I mean? We should have maybe
Great.
told me that before. We'll fix it in post. We'll fix it in post.
I guess speaking of violence, I might go a rat of unusual size from Princess Bride, which I do consider it's not necessarily human operated, but it's puppety, and I just relate to just the big violent rat. I don't know, they're just gross, and I love them.
Just like it's
Yeah.
ROUS, absolutely.
We're here.
I'm going to cheat.
Okay.
There's a loophole in this rule about not
Sure.
picking this puppet.
Okay.
There are 2 more of these that look just like this, and I'm going to pick one of them.
Wow.
I'm sorry to do
Not
that.
the prototype. You should pick the prototype.
The prototype.
Insert picture here,
Scary.
prototype.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Okay. What is this puppet's name, by the way?
Who is this one?
Who is this in the?
Who do we feel this is? I don't know.
Oh.
Wait, is this just a town puppet in the, or is this an actual?
Oh yeah, a
character?
member of the ensemble.
Oh, this is just a member of the ensemble.
Ensemble.
Well, but ensemble needs names as well. We must name the puppet.
Right.
It's given.
What
This
energy
one's
are we
given
getting?
Joe.
This
This
one's
one's
Joe.
Joe and Joe.
Joe.
And you're playing Joe.
And Joe.
Wow. This is you.
Are you me? Am I you?
Shake hands.
Oh wow! Let me and I don't want to. Let me just.
Meeting for the first
you.
Aw.
Thank you.
It's kind of scary.
Wow, we love this. Joe is in process, just like I.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. Really, it's an allegory for life. If you
It
think
is.
about it, we're all in process.
Yeah, just like the show.
Thank you.
So while we're talking about puppets, what's everybody's like favorite piece of puppet media? It can be a movie. I don't know what else it could be. Something else.
And I want to clarify, there are correct answers here, so you better defend this answer so that we know that it's real.
Mhm.
But no pressure.
No pressure.
Go ahead.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
I think that everybody talks about Muppets. Everybody talks about Muppets. Everybody
Right.
talks about Muppets.
Correct.
But nobody's talking about the Fraggles.
The
Of
Fraggle
Fraggle Rock. Same company, Jim Henson.
Oh.
I believe Fraggle Rock had like 5 seasons of a show. No one's talking about it. They are little Muppet creature beings that live under the surface. They're just weird little guys hanging out down there. And I believe that they deserve to have the same amount of fame that we're giving Miss Piggy, Kermit.
Yeah.
You know?
I love that. I've never heard
Hold here. Now clap if you have ever heard of the Fraggles.
Thank you.
Wait, and this is actually a beautiful time for us to bring my favorite segment of Sit and Sip, and that is Lily Hand.
Lily Hand.
Thank you, Lily Hand. Behind every Sit and Sip, there is a marketing associate, and that marketing associate is Lillian. Okay. Well, okay. But I'm here for it, though.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll,
Sydney, how do you?
I'll come at you with another deep cut.
Okay.
I'm gonna paint a picture.
Thank you.
Okay, you're 9 years old.
9.
You've just been told you're let out of class for
Beautiful.
a whopping 60 minutes.
Exactly.
You're sitting crisscross applesauce in the cafegimatorium,
Yes.
right?
I'm sorry, could you say that one more time?
The cafegimatorium?
Ah, yes.
Cafeteria, gymnasium, auditorium.
Ah, the cafegimatorium,
So
as
you're
it were.
sitting in the cafegimatorium, you're looking up at the stage,
For sure.
and out walks Nana Puddin'.
Oh.
And you know you are in for the best 60 minutes of your non-adult life. Because I couldn't tell you a single thing that actually happens, but I know that, dude, I left that freaking performance just jazzed every time. Nana Puddin', tell me this is happening.
No, this is
Wait.
directly. What
Alyssa,
do you mean?
is this not where Nana Puddin'
just
is?
Texan.
Yeah,
Just
this is
Texan.
Nana Puddin' came to my
Yeah.
school.
Hold on. So I need clarification. So is
They're
Nana
everything.
Puddin is that the puppet? Is that the show?
That is the puppet. It is a man and his puppet, and he is a ventriloquist, and he sings, and it's like a comedy show for kids.
Yes.
That apparently is
Yes.
just in the Houston
It's
area.
just this is strictly Houston.
Oh my god, I completely forgot about
Yes.
that. Wow.
The Houston section of our large Sit and Sip audience will really think this is nostalgia.
Yes.
Thank you.
No, yeah. Yeah, no, that's the correct answer.
Did you just say that and I'm still stuck? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
When, how do you follow that up?
Well, I mean, these deep cuts are great and
For
all,
sure.
but I mean, are we really going to sit here and pretend that the best piece of puppet media is anything other than Sesame Street?
Well,
I mean,
you've made a good point here.
it has the most Emmy wins of any show in history,
Mm.
and there's a reason. That's all I have to say on the
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it has like 45 seasons.
Over 50. Yeah.
Over 50 seasons.
Anybody who is anybody has been on Sesame Street.
Yeah.
Or like
That's true.
CSI. Or like NCIS.
And that, honestly, that Venn diagram
Or
is
like
really
Law
a
and
circle.
Order.
if you
But
think
like-
about
but
it.
like
It's the same
Sesame
people
Street.
where-
Sesame Street.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
I can't bring anything after Nana Pudding. As a Houstonian, I just have to reinforce it. I have to give it room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
They are from Houston. They do support this message.
Yeah.
I will now, as we are on deep cuts,
Right.
okay, and this was the subject of a Sit and Sip of Christmases past, I suppose. I want to bring up the puppet / claymation classic, A Year Without a Santa Claus.
I thought you were gonna say.
I'm so
I
sorry.
thought you were gonna say Muppet
I'm
Christmas
sorry.
Carol.
I ain't never heard
Okay,
of
I'm
that.
so sorry. I'm going to go ahead and say that again so that we can do our thunderous
Okay,
applause.
okay.
One more time. Okay. Woo! The puppet / claymation classic, A Year Without a Santa Claus. Exactly, thank you. The harrowing tale of how, in order to save Christmas, Vixen, the baby reindeer, flies down to Southtown where it's way too hot for reindeer, and then Santa follows her on down there only to discover that the kids don't believe in Christmas anymore. Chaos ensues. There is a musical number. I have a sweater that I wear regularly that has the two characters on it. It's A Year Without a Santa Claus. Thank you.
That's beautiful.
That has been my TED Talk.